What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So I want to give you a little bit of a kind of what's going on, some of the discussions that we've been hearing over the past few days, probably in the last 5 to maybe 7 days, and I want to kind of break down where things could potentially go. So first, I want to talk about the $200 boost for people on Social Security, want to address the fourth stimulus check, want to address the IRS delays, and have a little fun fact kind of study that actually came out recently that I want to address as well. So hopefully you guys are having an incredible Memorial Day. If you can, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy these daily uploads, and let's begin. First, here's what we know. A lot of people have been saying that I am more negative towards the fourth stimulus check, and honestly, to be frank, to be 100% honest, lately a lot of my videos have been more negative towards the stimulus check, not because I don't believe we need it, I honestly do, but I am trying to be 100% just give you the facts. And based off of everything that we're reading, hearing from lawmakers, from the current administration, right now, I don't think a stimulus check is going to happen sooner rather than later. I wish it does, because it's going to help out millions of people, but honestly, I don't. So I just want to be transparent. I want to be upfront. I'm not trying to, some of the videos that I make, it's not the greatest news, but it's facts. These are updates. So just keep that in mind. Again, I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't want to fill you guys with false hopes either. That is my goal, is to give you the updates, just the facts. Sometimes I give you my opinion, whether you want it or not. And if you don't want it, sorry. If you do, great. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now, is I just want to make sure you guys have all the facts so that you guys can come up with your own conclusions as you wish. So that's what I just want to address with the fourth stimulus check. There are still talks. There's still a very good chance we see a fourth stimulus check. But like I said before, it's most likely going to be a disguise behind something else, potentially like a child tax credit, or we're going to see that they just push it back until probably the fall. So that's kind of where we're at right now. But if you have questions on that, please ask your questions below. One thing I do want to address when it comes to comments down in the comment section, if you see a comment from me that asks for a payment, asks you to text me, asks for anything through WhatsApp, I do not use WhatsApp. Okay, I don't ask for payments. I don't ask for you to send me a text message. Those are scams. Do not respond to them. If you can report them, great. I spend the majority of my time deleting these comments, and so it makes it where it's difficult for me to actually give you meaningful comments to your actual questions, because I'm deleting all this spam. So if you can report it, and if you see it, great. Try to get rid of it, and I just appreciate you guys for doing that. Now let's get into the $200 per month boost for Social Security beneficiaries. Here's what we know. Senators Chuck Schumer, Elizabeth Warren, and Ron Wyden all proposed a $200 per month boost to Social Security recipients. This was back in March. I believe this was, and they wrote a letter and they did a proposal and they did the whole thing. But here's what we know. Right now, what we know is that there's very little push for this $200 per month boost. And it's not because it's not needed. According to reports, this is definitely needed. The American people need this money. People on Social Security, people that are elderly, people that are on disability, veterans, right? They all need this money. This additional $200 per month boost, for some, that's going to be like a 20%, 25% increase to their monthly income. This is huge. So they want to see, these three senators want to see Social Security increase to all recipients, veterans, and SSI beneficiaries. They said that this bill would give recipients an additional $4,000 over the next 2 years. $4,000 over the next 2 years. Okay, $2,000 per year. That is big. That's over $4,000 per year. So what we know right now is that this would help. This would help out a lot of people. And now here's what some experts are saying, that right now, one of the reasons why a lot of lawmakers aren't pushing for an increase to Social Security benefits is because the majority of the calls that they're getting is for an additional stimulus check. So what we are hearing is, according to experts, is that we either need to make additional calls and push for the stimulus check and Social Security benefits, that boost, whether we get them or not. We need to ask for them. Because if we ask for the $200 per month boost to Social Security, what lawmakers would most likely do, according to the expert, is they would give the $200 per month boost to Social Security recipients, but they would also try to provide a stimulus check to the rest of the American people as well, and possibly to Social Security beneficiaries as well. So that would be kind of double dipping for SSI and SSDI recipients, but again, they've been left out of a lot of things. So experts are saying, call your state representative, call any representative if you want, but call your state representative and push them. Get them to include $200 per month in Social Security benefits as opposed to that stimulus check. And the reason for that is because stimulus checks have already passed. Stimulus checks have already been done. But Social Security boost and that benefit, that increase, that hasn't been done. So chances are that would be easier to get through Congress and the Senate than it would be to get an additional stimulus check. So that's what experts are saying, is that call our state representatives, right? They're on recess right now. We may be able to get a hold of them. Just to give you an idea, I will be calling my representative this week just to see if they're answering their phone, just to see if I can get a call, a conversation. That would be great. If I would love to get somebody like Pramila Jayapal here on the YouTube channel. Y'all just drive over, go meet with her. Okay, quick little drive, go meet with her, maybe sit down. I would love to do that. I would absolutely love to do that. Ask her questions about, because she's the chair of the U.S. Progressive Caucus. That would be an incredible interview. That would be incredible to see what they have planned. That would be awesome. I would love that. So, but just understand right now, what we're hearing from experts is that don't call your representative, ask for a stimulus check. Ask for that $200 per month boost in Social Security benefits, because that is more likely to happen. And if that happens, the stimulus check would most likely follow. Okay, just to give you an idea, again, it's the innermost thinkings, the mindset, and trying to shift that mindset. Okay, I want a stimulus check, so I'm going to ask for a stimulus check. No. Instead of asking for a stimulus check, ask for a different benefit that would most likely mean the stimulus check has to follow. That's where things are getting a little tricky. But again, that's kind of where we're at. So one thing I do want to address though, okay, this is something that Senator Elizabeth Warren had to say a couple of months ago. This was back in March. She said, and I quote, "Increasing Social Security benefits would get money directly to millions of people quickly, delivering immediate relief to Americans at heightened risk during this pandemic and boosting our economy. Social Security was created to respond to the Great Depression, and expanding it now will ensure that critical programs help us meet the challenge of the current crisis." The crisis isn't over. The crisis is not done, and it's still going to continue probably for the next, I'd say, probably 6 months. So we're still in it. It's not going anywhere. Even Senator Ron Wyden said this, and I quote, "Social Security is a lifeline that gives Americans financial security when they need it most. Now is the time to bolster Social Security's time-tested earned benefits so millions of people in need can afford the essentials." This is exactly what many of you have stated, is that you cannot afford the essentials. You need a boost to your Social Security income because the cost of living, the inflation that we are seeing, is just wiping out every single dollar that you have. Now, here's one thing I just want to address. I want to ask you as well, because right now, many Americans question how sincere this push from these 3 senators was, because they say there's very little going on and they don't see them pushing for this, and they haven't pushed for this since March. And honestly, in my opinion, this was more of a push for just a kind of show. Because if you don't continue to push for this, like stimulus checks, millions of people are asking for this, so lawmakers are pushing for this. Student loan forgiveness, some are still pushing for this. Medicare and the expansion of it, some are still pushing for this. So why is it that the $200 per month boost is not being pushed for, not being asked? Right? Why are lawmakers just leaving this out kind of on the back burner? Right now, we don't know. And so some say this was just for show, but let me ask you, do you think this was just for show for the American people? Or do you think this group of lawmakers is actually sincere about their push for that $200 per month boost? Let me know your answers down in the comment section below. Now, here's something else, okay? This has to do with the IRS, and I wanted to bring this up because a lot of people have been asking me, why haven't I received my IRS tax refund for 2020? The IRS is behind. a lot of people have even asked, when are we going to see those child tax credit payments? When's the portal supposed to open? Because what we heard is that June is when the portal will open. This is exactly what we heard months ago, even like a month or 3 weeks ago. We heard the exact same statement from the IRS. The portal is going to open soon. It has to open in June because that would give them enough time to go through the information to actually process the payment starting July 15th. What we know is the IRS is most likely going to experience additional delays simply because the child tax credit payments are supposed to be top priority according to some starting July 15th, but that means the IRS has to get done with their tax returns before then. Well, what we know is that Janet Yellen, she is requesting an additional $13 billion for the IRS. And what we are hearing is that this is so that the funds can be used to hire new representatives so that they can get caught back up on their original work. And then they would be allowed to go and submit those child tax credit payments and get those issues done as quickly as possible. Right now, the IRS has just been backed up for the last year and a half. And some are saying that they need to quickly get through this or else it's never going to get better. But one of the things they need is additional funding. So we'll see what happens there. But what I can tell you is if you haven't received your tax return for 2020, it's because the IRS is still backed up. If you haven't received your unemployment income tax refunds, it's because the IRS is still backed up and chances are they're sending out very few payments at this time, if any. So just keep that in mind, that these delays will most likely delay the child tax credit payments, but some say if we see a delay, they are probably not going to delay it past July. It would come before the end of July. However, the IRS is saying July 15th. My guess is we'll see it anywhere between the 15th and the end of the month. So there's going to be about possible 2 week delay there, but we'll see as time goes on. And lastly, something I thought was very interesting, and I'd love to hear your comments down in the comment section below. But studies over the past 6 months have found that roughly 62% of Americans are more attractive with their masks on. So I thought this was funny because I don't know if this is because people have ugly faces and maybe if you just see their eyes, maybe they are more attractive. I don't know. But I just thought this was interesting that somebody actually took the time to do a study about this, and people actually commented and partaked in the study just because, well, it's a study. Why not? So again, I just wanted to kind of give you that little piece of insight from that study that was done. I think that was done by 3 different colleges as well, or universities as well. So it's not just one person that did it. There was a handful of people that took on the study. So again, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. If you have any questions whatsoever, please ask them down in the comment section below. Again, have a wonderful rest of your Memorial Day and Memorial Day weekend. You guys have an incredible week ahead as well. Just want to thank you guys and really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate you guys asking questions, watching the videos, hitting the like button. It really does help out the channel. So again, thank you as always. Consider subscribing so I can continue to keep you updated on everything that's going on. And I'll see you guys on the next one.